Hello. Ahoy, hoy. I think Ahoy Hoy should really catch on again. It's the way Mr. Burns at least used to say hello, Ahoy Hoy. I think when you'd answer the phone, let's bring that back. I'm going to be honest. I don't think I've watched The Simpsons since Homer at the Bat. No, it's been a long time since I've watched a new episode of The Simpsons. I'll put it that way. I'm assuming he still does that. Is Mr. Burns still alive? Don't know. How are we doing today? Did everybody have a good weekend? If you're not a Mets fan, you might have, but Mets fans are just kind of used to it. Just kind of assume it's going to happen. I mean, it's first of all, it's already punishment enough when you have to watch a game, let alone many games, which would necessitate an entire weekend series from Chase Field. It's the Marlin. I don't know what Marlins. I don't know what that stadium's called anymore. It's the Marlins Stadium of the West Coast. Just I watching a game in Miami or Phoenix are just so boring to me. The stadium is just they're dark. Their teams I don't care about. Their uniforms are ugly. I don't know anybody on the team. It's just blah. It's blah. And then when your team that you're watching for just I think the Mets could legitimately sign me to boost their offense. That's what I'm saying. Could legitimately do it. But hopefully everybody else had a better weekend than that. What the heck happened over the weekend? I don't remember anything too exciting happening to baseball. In baseball overall. I thought the Mets were going to get no hit yesterday through five. Well, they were through 5 innings, but then they finally Carson Bench left on left even got the first base hit. But yeah, I don't remember a whole lot that happened over the weekend, baseball wise. I had a decent weekend, just the wife and I doing stuff. Got the project in the backyard like 90% finished, and I'm actually proud of it. Oh, Bobby Cox, yeah, Bobby Cox passed away. That's sad. I mean, Bobby Cox, all of those 90s teams, he was there throughout when I worked in Atlanta, getting tossed left and right. I did enjoy Bobby Cox. I think, man, a lot of that is Leo Mazzoni still kicking around. I hope so. I know Bobby Dews has passed away. There was another one of his. Pat Corrales passed away a while ago. That whole Braves 90s, early 2000s Braves coaching staff was passed away, a lot of them. Ned Yost is still around, though. Tough weekend for Philadelphia Arena Sports. Sorry. I have a long history with the Comcast Center or Wells Fargo Arena, whatever it's called now. So I'm sorry your team's lost, but I also root against teams that have a certain history with me, with a certain former company I worked for. Yeah, I saw the Flyers. Was it the Flyers or the Sixers got swept? I haven't watched any NHL playoffs because my team didn't even make the playoffs this year, and I usually end it whenever they get eliminated, so thusly the first round. But I didn't even make it that far this year. But Leafs have the number 1 overall pick and a really sus new GM. Mazzoni's still kicking around good. He's probably sitting somewhere like this, rocking. Both got swept. Oh, well, that's even better. That's like last year with the Mets. Final weekend of the season when they were still capable of controlling their own destiny. And I told the wife, let's go do something. I don't want to watch the Mets. I don't want to watch the Mets because I didn't want them to get in because I knew they would just get swept in the first round, and I didn't want to deal with that. Sixers and Flyers. Oh, well, I'm sorry. Now it's baseball season. You can focus on it, or, you can focus on the UFL. Former employer giving me trouble with both the Giants and the matching F1 car. No, Leo Mazzoni was not a smoker. He was a rocker. Who else was it? Yeah, Davey Johnson used to smoke in the dugout. Leland is obviously the most notorious, I guess. Jack McKeon couldn't wait to light up that cigar. Was there any other managers that would smoke a lot? I don't think Sparky did. I don't think. I'm pretty sure I'm thinking of Davy Jones that would light up. Keith Hernandez would light up in the dugout. Keith Hernandez would. That's right. Yeah. Well, let's get into it. We've got a starting nine to start this week. This is Monday. It's Meme Monday. Not that matters yet. We're not on the grid. All we care about right now is getting this right. We got a 2-game hit streak on the way. Reading a Davey Johnson memoir of the 80s. I've got... Oh, yeah, Weaver. Oh, yeah, I did a whole story on that. I have never seen Leo Mazzoni smoke, but if you've seen a picture of it, I believe it. I do remember, because I went through a great hunt. I still have all of them for pictures of somebody actually, I think, won an Earl jersey at an auction. And they took a close-up picture of the pocket, the secret pocket. Went 9-0 with 4 home runs, lucked into 2 of the games. That means I'll probably go 7-2. Davey Johnson memoir. I have a Davey Johnson book I just found that I forgot that I had, that I haven't read. I'm reading another book for a guest coming up, so I'll have to put that. But I'll read anything about the 85 season, so... If it's not Davey Johnson's, let me know what it is. But well, if you find that picture of said smoker in the bullpen with Glavine, let me know, because I have never seen Leo Mazzoni smoke, but I'm an idiot, so who knows? Let's see. Last week we went 8-1. We had 3 home runs last week. I'll take that. 3 home runs and 4 RBI. Just a bunch of solo shots. Well, and plus 2 doubles. So we might have just had all 3 of those might have been solo shots. I don't know. But we're going to get on it this week. We're going to get back to double digits on our win streak this week. All right. Let's do it. We can do it once.
I'm not asking you who's on second. Who's on first? I don't know. Third base.
Woo! All right. Third base. Is this Bobby Cox? Is this no, this couldn't be. You couldn't turn it around that quickly. That could, or it could just be Coinky Dink. I don't know. That could be Bobby Cox. And Smith. Oh, well, Smith gives it away right there. Smith's a giveaway. Now, here's the thing. I don't know who Bobby Cox played for. I think it was the Yankees when he was actually in uniform. Billy Cox, maybe. I don't know who Billy Cox is. Dewey Cox. I've heard of Dewey Cox, at least that name. I don't know if is that a baseball player. Could be Courtney Cox. Could be Courtney Cox. This could be a Dancing in the Dark crew celebration softball game. A 37-game hit streak you lost on game 3 this week. Well, embarrassingly because you feel like you should have got it, or just that you lost a hit streak? Because we'll get to that game today. I'm excited for it, to miss it, clearly. Hey, somebody is actually, hold on, gang. Somebody's actually watching me on Twitch, which is odd, but always welcome. Thank you. And hello, Shay on the best. I like your first name, Shay. Were your parents baseball fans? Mets fans by chance? I mean, it's not spelled the same way, but DiMaggio breathes. Walk hard. Got it. For as big a John C. Reilly fan as I am, I haven't seen that one. Have not seen that one. I'm trying to think if there was a Cox, like, oh, that wouldn't be Lonnie Smith. That's third base. I'm going to go Yankees just because I think Bobby Cox played for the Yankees when he played. I couldn't tell you for sure. If he did, not at this point. Not at this juncture. Not prudent at this juncture. All right, let's go pitcher. We've got a routine. Then we'll go. All right, well, we've got Preacher, Rowe, and Dixon. Preacher Rowe. Now we've got to play the memory game. Does Jeff remember who Preacher Rowe pitched for? Bobby Cox did not play for the Yankees. Then I have no clue who and I'm guessing this isn't Bobby Cox if we're talking Preacher Rowe. I think I've got my timeline straight. I don't know. Preacher Rowe. I think Preacher Rowe was either the Dodgers or Cleveland. Either or maybe. I don't know. Preacher Rowe. I'm going to go with the Dodgers first. And, there's always a very good chance he pitched for the Red Sox. Very good chance. Let's go Dodgers. Hey-o!
That is right, I did it! At number 5! Are you kidding me? That's right! Who do you think you are? I am! Get it right!
Good way to start. A little bit of memory recall for Preacher Rowe. September 14th, 1951, Dodgers Preacher Rowe beats former Pirates teammates for 20th victory. All right, so obviously Preacher Rowe also pitched for the Bucks. You should have gotten the game that you lasted on. Oh, well, trust me, I've done that before. Stephen C. Weiner with our 3-1 Dodgers over the Buccos, 1951. 222. Are we starting right off with a 2? Actually, 1951. I was thinking Preacher Rowe was a little bit earlier than that. So we're gonna look up Bobby Cox's playing career here in a minute and just see what's going on. I'm going to go 222. If it ain't broke, what they say. If it's not fixed yet, don't break it again. We're going to go 222. Get your over-unders in. We got 215. It's always a strong yes for around this time. Get your over-unders in for a 2-2 Dodgers Pirates ascended. 2-10. Oh, Jesus. I missed it. Brian got it. I'm gonna let Brian choose first, and then I'm just gonna go around what he says. We got this sketch of the Pirates logo. They're not sure. They're not really called the Pirate. Well, actually, this is correct because it's the Pirates. That's not their name. It's not Pittsburgh the Pirates. It's just it's just Pirates. I understand what I'm saying. All right, for the Dodgers, we've got. This is, I think, probably the exact same year that we had the Dodgers last week. I mean, exactly the same lineup, I think, except for Jackie's at second instead of first at this one. Andy Pafko is at first here. You're spot on or way off. I'm either. Well, no, I'm a 3 true outcomes. I'm either spot on, way off, or just missed it by that much. I think this is exactly, except for the Preacher Row, exactly the same. For the Buccos, we've got a original, and we've got a Martinez own Ralph Kiner. And that was it. That was Bill Howerton, Glenn's father. I don't think so. Let's just see. Is this guy from Philadelphia? That would be Rich. No, but he passed away in Philadelphia, and he's buried in Moscow. I'm assuming that's pronounced Moscow and not Moscow. Just Moscow, Idaho is pronounced that way. Went to St. Mary's. Oh, wow. Here in the Bay Area. Ish. Okay. Maybe. Oh, I'll bet you Hopalong here. I guess I've heard of this. Hopalong Howerton. I know who that is. Well, I don't know who it is, but I've heard of it. I bet he and Ralph were buddies. Both Bay Area adjacent. YOLO Tango. Is that who Hopalong is? Because you tell me every time we talk about YOLO Tango, and I, as you can see, don't remember. I think this is him because I think these pictures I remember. Doesn't look anything like Glenn either. I'm feeling confident that they're not related. At least close, not closely related. All right. Let's update this bad boy because we want to make sure I get credit for these wins. All right. Game number 2. We can start with third base. That's the good part about not hitting a home run. All right. Well, we know one team, unless this is an all-star game. This isn't game 9. So we know that this is the Nats. Did Zim ever play for the Expos? I don't think he did. Oh wait, hold on a minute. We gotta do one thing first here. Bobby Cox. 2 years he was in the big league. All right, we're gonna have to. This is a call out right here. Let's see here. Brian Krause. Is there a Brian Krause in the crowd? Bobby Cox. Oh, wait. You said did play for the Yankees. Never mind. That's my bad. I'll give you a star. My dyslexia coming into play here. I thought that it said Bobby Cox did not play for the Yankees. And I was pretty sure he did, and yeah, that's all he played for, 222 games or 220 games. So you do get a star for that. I apologize. I read that. Glenn Howerton was born in Japan. Today I learned. All right. Well, let's just go with we got to go with the Nats. I mean, we know that that's who this is, so let's send it. Of course not. All right, Bell, is this a lineage Bell, or is this like a Josh Bell, early Josh Bell, Oh, I did one of those. I did a dyslexia thing this weekend that drove my wife crazy, but she's also used to it. Um, what's the other Bell? Liberty Bell could be David Bell. I think Liberty. That sounds like a stripper name, Liberty Bell, like a stereotypical 80s stripper. Now, 80s was more like Candy and Cinnamon. Liberty Bell as a stripper name is more like probably from the 60s ish. Um, what's the Bell? He was part of the Killer Bees at one point. He came up with the Blue Jays, and Joe Carter played that prank on him by saying they were raffling away his new Ford what was it, the Explorer that he had bought with his money. Liberty Bell, oh, from Glow. Was Liberty Bell an original, was that a real Glow character? Because I remember the original Glow. Derek Bell, there you go. Now this could be interleague play because there was interleague play throughout Zim's career. And geez, Derek Bell played for a million teams. George Bell, not a third baseman. I'm pretty confident. Neither was Derek Bell. So we've wiped those guys off. This is probably a David Bell or an who did he play for though? The Bucks. The Reds? Let's do the Reds. Josh Bell. Yeah, I came up with Josh Bell. I'm not sure if Josh Bell, this would have to be a real early Josh Bell, I think. Juan Bell. Sure. Oh, I've got to pick another position first. My bad. All right, so this is a modern time. So let's go with first base. Bell and Sebastian. Is that a, not Buddy Bell? Is that a Bell and Sebastian? Well, Bell I think of from Beauty and the Beast, but Sebastian is from Little Mermaid. I don't know what that one is. Taco Bell. Is it Tacoby Bellsbury? Is that what this is? Bell and Sebastian, is this a band that I should be listening to? Do I need to hop on this immediately? I'm looking it up. It is a band. All right. I'm going to go to Spotify. And I've come up with because I was answering on Blue Sky earlier, slightly increase a band. I did not copy apparently the text. Copy. By the way, my slightly increase a band was beautiful. It was great. No notes if you're interested. All right, the most popular songs by Bell and Sebastian. It looks like The Boy with the Arab Strap. I think I've heard of this band before. All right, we're going to get to the... I feel like I've heard this title before, but I don't... There's a lot of people in this band, I'm not going to lie. There's 7 people. Many of whom look my age. References Piazza. Oh. Piazza, New York Catcher. Do you think that's it? it seems like it's more about San Francisco than New York, but questioning Piazza's partner preference in a song is a choice. I'll say that. I'll just say that. All right. Let's see. We got to pick somebody. This is a modern game, so let's pick a modern position like first base that'll give it away. Howard. I'm going to guess it's the Phillies. Just throwing it out there. Going to guess it's the Phillies. Just taking a stab in the dark. Hey-o.
Pretty, 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 pretty good.
Pretty good. That is a long pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of like it that it's that long. October 2nd, 2005, Phillies win regular season finale but fall short of playoffs by Steve Genader, if I'm French. Genader. I'm sorry, Steve. I do not know how to pronounce that. Is a very unique last name, and we have not had an article by you before. Curly Howard, possibly. But didn't the Three Stooges, didn't they play like baseball? Like not, maybe they did it at a movie or an episode, but didn't they play like in the Hollywood League thing? 350. Well, this is 2005. Actually, 315 might be a little low for me. 322. I see what Andrew did there. He did 322. All right. Well, I said I'm going to just take whatever Brian says and go close. So I'm going to say 317. 317 for the Phils versus the Nationals again. Well, I guess I knew it was the Nationals. 317. Get your over-unders in and send it. No winners. We're all, as Beck would say, losers. Why don't you know the next part. A day game. Oh, this was the final game of the season. RFK. Was this maybe the last game? This wasn't the last game in RFK, was it? I think Paul said he was at the last game in RFK. I don't know. For the Phils, we got J-Roll, we got Lofton. Wow. Then we've got a lot of Always Sunny references today already. We got Chase Utley, New York Mets favorite. We got Bobby Abreu. We've got Pat the Bat. Then we've got another It's Always Sunny favorite, Ryan Howard. It was David Bell, Todd Pratt, and John Lieber. Oogie, who's on the dental list, but still a fun name in there. We got Brad Wilkerson, Jose Guillen, Athletics legend. Nick Johnson, Ryan Zimmerman, Ryan Church, who we know is a Mets legend too. Devi Cruz, Gary Bennett. I don't remember Gary Bennett. Was not game 162. Okay. And Hector Carrasco on the bump. And is John Roush still the tallest player in Major League history, or did somebody else usurp him, outgrow him? John Roush at 6'11", towering over Randy Johnson. All right. Well, we're doing good so far. Now we're headed into the game that ended a 30-something game hit streak. I've lost it already, but here we go. We're going to get one of these just to start off.
Hold on to your butts.
Hold on to your butts. Here we go. Gary Bennett just sounds like somebody you're calling for insurance, not really a catcher in the big leagues. All right, here we go. Third base. Okay, well, if this is Ray Knight, there's no excuse for us not getting this. I don't know who Ball was. Had the eye on the back of his neck that always bothered him. Remember who I really could. I would never be able to pull his name. But I remember the first pitcher that had like a sleeve tattoo on, and they made him cover it up because it was too distracting for the batter. So he had to wear either sleeves or, long sleeves or a sleeve like brace. Drop my pen. Which is, now it's funny thinking about that. But I remember Detroit Lions defensive lineman Jerry Ball, you probably nailed it.
Nailed it.
It's probably it. I would never in a million years be able to remember who it was. I know I've heard of him, but that's funny now. All right. Well, I'm going to focus on Ray Knight until I know differently. We might as well go. Mets and Reds are kind of what I know him most for, but I remember he also played for the Orioles at the end of his career. Mr. Nancy Lopez. Let's go with the Mets, though. Although I doubt. Who was it? Who lost their streak here? It was Andrew. Andrew probably would have come up with the Mets if you got Knight. I know you don't start with third base like I do, but let's just go with the Mets. I have a feeling he played for the Mets more than anybody else. Let's go Mets. No. All right, let's go. If this is the, you lucked into this one. This might not be Ray Knight too. So I don't want to pinhole myself. Pinhole. I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know what the phrase I'm looking for is. Let's go first base. This will tell us if that's Ray Knight or not. It's not Ray Knight. We got Nap Lajoie and Hal Chase. All right. So Hal Chase, I think, was a Yankee, and Nap was Cleveland. So Michael Knight. What about Jordan Knight? Little New Kids. NKOTB. All right. Since we have, I guess we haven't had the Yankees. I think this is the Yankees versus Cleveland. This is a pick the right position. Well, I might have done it because I know who both Nap Lajoie and Hal Chase are. Assuming that's Hal Chase. I'm pretty sure it is. I'm going to go Cleveland first because of our boy Nap. Cleveland Guardians. Prince Hal, dental list. Is he? I vaguely remember that, but I can't choose who's on these. You definitely did not. Would this have continued your hit streak? I think it would have. I was like, is it Cleveland? And I'm like, well, there's no way Andrew could have missed a Cleveland game. Wow. Well, trust me, I've done dumber. You've seen me do dumber things on this before, so I will not do anything but have empathy for you for missing this one. Done it. Been there. I will probably do it again this week. August 3rd, 1911, Cleveland Naps top New York Highlanders in wacky contest by Steven versus Rice. It's like Kenny versus Spenny. Steven v. Rice. All right. 11-10. I love this that we've got the Naps and the Highlanders. Like, we got good team names of teams that are clearly still around and named differently. Wow. All right, you guys are all going over 2 hours for a game from 1911. Or I see. First three games, Steve, Steven, and Stevan. All right, I respect it. I didn't clock it, but I respect it. 231, 222. There's just no way I'm going to hit this one. I have a feeling. All right, well, I'm going to split the difference there. I'll say 226 and 30 seconds. 226 and 30 seconds. Get your over-unders in. Make sure I hit box score, not next game. And set it in 3, 2, 1. No time of game. The timekeeper did not show up today. Why? I don't know. They probably, unless there was a family emergency, they might have lost their... Oh, there we go. Time of game 2:29. Hey.
Fucking nailed it.
Fucking nailed it, eh? I think we all win. We're all winners. And winners take all. Hippo Vaughn got picked off. All right, let's see here. For the Cleveland squad, Joe Jackson, heard of him. Nap Lajoie, Neil Ball. I don't know of any of these other people. Jack Graney, have I heard of this guy? Canadian. Pretty decent. I mean, he played 14 years, led the league in doubles, twice in walks. 354. That's pretty average. I mean, good. When I say average, I mean you played for 14 years. I think that's good. For the Highlanders, Ray Caldwell. All right. R.I.P. R.I.P. to Ray. That's a very solemn shot. I think it works. Rube, Sum, or Slim, 6'2", 190. That works for Slim. Works for Slim. Passed away in Solomonaka. I don't know. Solomonaka. Don't know where that is. Joe Jackson getting the run Baker. Did he? Oh, he would have? He would have. Yeah, he would have if we had there. Graney was a longtime Cleveland broadcaster. Okay. None of the authors go by Bill. It's not quite as dignified, I think. There are 5 names on the Naps that are common surnames. Let's see. Olson, Jackson, Ball, Turner, Smith. Yeah, not really giving it away unless you luck into the right positions. Oh, I selected right field and it said Joe Jackson. Yeah, I realized Ray Caldwell. I knew the name. I was hoping no one would notice, but thanks for calling me out, Andrew. I literally was like, nope, I knew I mixed him up, and I'm like, let's see. Let's just play it cool. Play it cool. This is cool. We're all cool here. Charlie Hemphill. I mean, I think I did a whole episode on him at one point. I'm fairly certain. Here's Hal Chase, who we have constantly come up with. And he's on the dental list, I think. I think you're right, but I don't remember for what. And I think I wrote him down to do an episode if I ever can record a podcast again. Birdie Cree, Stubby Magners. That's my wife's favorite cider in Ireland, known as something completely different outside of Ireland. But then we get Ed Sweeney and good old Hippo Vaughn. Is Hippo in the Hall of Fame? No. Triple Crown, ERA. I can see why he's not. I mean, he was a decent pitcher, but if you're going by wins at that point, which they were, I've done a Hal Chase episode. Oh wow! Wait, Brian gets a star. We've got a "What's Happening" reference. And I do quote, there is Chandler on Friends makes a "What's Happening" reference at one point. Something about sarcastic Sister D from "What's Happening." Raj rerun. There were, for a obviously very pale guy living in California in the Bay Area growing up, I watched a lot of black sitcoms. Well, I mean, there were a lot of black sitcoms. Now we've decided we can't do that. Raj and rerun would make an interesting DP combo. Yeah, and Shirley would probably be a good catcher or a reliever. D would D'd probably be a center fielder. See her being quick. What was their kind of bland friend? I don't remember what his name was. We'll put him at. He's just the utility guy. He's bland. Utility guys are usually that way. They're not, but all right. Good strong start to the week. 3-0. We'll see how it goes on. I think the Living Actors had a cameo on an episode of Scrubs. That probably Dwayne. There we go. Probably that sounds about right. Sounds about right. Dwayne, not Dwayne Wayne though. Speaking of even when I was in junior high, I mean, you had the Cosby Show, A Different World. And then you had TGIF because you had Family Matters. I guess boomers didn't have those kind of shows. Maybe that's why they're like they are. An episode of Remote Control with a white dude playing Dwayne. Oh, you know what I watched last night for a little bit? Usually during dinner, we watch YouTube. I watch YouTube a shit ton anyway. I watch YouTube way more than I do anything on broadcast TV. And I was flipping through, and they have complete episodes of Battle of the Network Stars. And so I started watching the one that came up just because I know Ricky was on one of them. This was not it, but my wife even actually enjoyed this. It was from like 1976 or 78. I was too young to have remembered it, it was 78. It was 78 because my wife said, because the starting was like laser beams, and she's like, is this when Star Wars came out? And then I looked and it was 78. And I said, yep, year after. And Battlestar Galactica had a bunch of people on it. So random tangent. I enjoy watching Battle of the Network Stars. All right, Paul, excellent game. Love it. I really do appreciate that you keep us on here. People are like, who the hell are these guys and why? But I love this game. I don't love LA, but I do love this game. All right, let's do a daily walk-off. Looks like we've got a year here, but it's broken up into positions, so this shouldn't be that difficult. I say, and there's a Chad Harville sighting. But we do have a Ricky, so I like that. We'll put Hendu here and Rubo. Look at that. I loved that outfield. Loved it. Infield, we've got Brent Gates. We've got Scott Brocious and Mike Bordick. Starting, we've got Steve Karsay. Buddy Groom. Greg McMichael. was a reliever, but I thought he started at some point. But I remember him mainly with Atlanta, and I liked him. He had a scar right here, just like Indiana Jones. That's why I liked Greg McMichael. Harville and Tailgater. Love you some Steve Carsey. I loved me some Steve Carsey too. Let's send this. These two are obviously good. I have a feeling Buddy Groom had that huge knee brace. Dave Tailgater, he and Oquist might switch. I'm not sure. Let's see. No. Must be Buddy Groom. I'm going to go against my gut. Okay, I don't think I can switch many more. I mean, I'm just fouling them. I'm just doing the same thing now over and over. Okay. Okay. What if we do that?
Good job. Nailed it.
With one out with that many tries. God. All right. Meme Monday. Let's see what we got. We got the Padres. Rangers played shortstop. We got the Orioles, speaking of Ray Knight, the Atleticos, and a 30-plus stolen base. So, we have got 2 Ricky squares. A's San Diego and stole 30 bases for San Diego. Is Ricky going to be number 1 here, or are people going to remember Tony Gwynn probably is or they'll do Tatis. I'm going to put Ricky here just because it's either Ricky or Tony Gwynn for me. So we'll put Ricky there. Pretty good. Pretty good. All right. A's and Padres. A's and Padres. I think we go with Bip Roberts. Oh, wait. This is Meme Monday. Bip was in a Topps commercial with Tony Gwynn. That makes him meme worthy. Really, it's pop culture worthy. Bip Roberts might. I think that Jay Johnstone. Oh, that's a good call. Goose Gossage. Urgh. Raleigh obviously goes there. No Jack Clark though. Mike Piazza. Oh, I'm gonna do it.
Excuse me.
Yeah?
Why are you swinging that baseball bat?
Well, I'm a baseball player.
But why did you bring it here to the beach?
Well, I'm trying to keep my swing sharp while we're on strike.
There we go. Nailed it. All right. Pags. Pags. Do I remember Pags with the I mean, I feel like Pags played everywhere, but do I remember him with the Orioles? Let's see. What kind of career did Pags have with Baltimore? One season, 33 games. I can't do that. I don't remember him with them. Spent most of the year with the Twins. You know I love to work some Pags in whenever I can, but I can't do that. I cannot do that. I'm sorry. Orioles and Padres. Orioles and Padres. Let's come back to that one. That one's probably going to take me a minute. Billy Ripken played for the Padre. Oh, top center. Got it. Could probably play here. Gee, I wonder what number 1's going to be here. I wonder. I'm going Miggy, although he's not really meme worthy, but let's see. Let's do the A's first. Why not? A's, Rangers. I mean, you know me. I would go with Adam Rosales here. Boomer. Ooh. He is meme worthy, that's for sure. Boomer. That's a good. Let's put that one in our back pocket. I think that's our leader at the turn right now. A's, Rangers. Ben Grieve. Or did he? No, he didn't play. It's just his dad. What's his name? Carlos Pena. Not meme worthy. Stu. Is Stu meme worthy though? Stu is. Ruben Sierra. Okay, all right. Let's debate this. Cuz I'm going to stick up for Stu here. I've been known to do that even with his Vegas takes. Stu is meme worthy because of the jock comment with the White Sox. And he got in a fight with Pat Corrales, who at the time was the manager of Cleveland. And Stu is Stu. Ruben Sierra, though, and his gambler, Kenny Rogers, yeah, that definitely works. Ruben, I mean, we've got a music career, and I think I bring this picture out every single time. I think I bring this out every single time Ruben Sierra comes up. Oh, by the way, did you guys see Wade Boggs is cancer-free? He announced he is cancer-free, so that is a very good thing. That happened over the weekend. This picture. I mean, now, first of all, if we want to discuss meme-worthy, this picture is meme-worthy right here. This is the epitome of meme-worthiness. Right there. Fruit Loops. Mickey Tettleton, yep. I think, though, we just came up with our answer, though. Canseco, he's definitely meme-worthy. Plus, you get the Simpsons stuff. I mean, that is a good call. I don't know though. This might be as meme worthy as it gets though. I mean, that's a sweet ass jacket. He's got a leather fedora, I guess that would be a leather fedora. And he's got a mock turtleneck on. I don't know. That's kind of my winner. I'm going to go with Ruben. Good call. Good call. All right. A's played shortstop. Walt Weiss. Miggy. Campy. What about Bobby? Did Bobby Shantz play? Where did Bobby Shantz play? What position? Booby Shantz is what I was typing in. Bobby Shantz was a pitcher. Never mind. We talk about him all the time. I don't remember what. Nomar. Nomar didn't. No, I think he did, didn't he? Didn't he? Nomar. Jesus. I remember Nomar with the Cubs and the Dodgers. But he definitely played for the A's, didn't he? I wouldn't come up with that, but wow. I'm going to give you a star for that. Wow. Yeah, I vaguely remember that. He wore 2 different numbers with the A's. That's weird. Oh, because Billy Martin, I think one is retired for Billy Martin. I wonder if that was it. 65 games. I mean, I'm not going to lie, especially in 2009, I think for the A's, so it's not a bad. He played first and third. Wow. Noma. That's a good call. I just don't think I would have remembered that. Lego My Gallego. Mike Bordick. Brent Gates. Oh. Do we do Lance? Yeah, he didn't play. It would not. Oh, I could have seen myself typing it in there. I mean, Lance Blankenship is one of my all-time favorites, but I don't think he's meme worthy. Lance, oh darn, you sank my Blankenship. What about Cliff Pennington? Or is that's, I mean, I know that's a deep cut, but let's see. It needs to be meme worthy. Meme worthy athletic shortstop. I don't think Walt Weiss is meme worthy enough. I don't think Miguel Tejada is meme worthy enough. I mean, Campy was on The Simpsons, at least in a car on The Simpsons. Carney played shortstop. Or Carney, Campy, yeah. I was saying it before you put it in chat. Let's do Campy because he was on The Simpsons too. That's a pretty high score too. I like that people have come up with that. All right, let's do the Orioles. Played shortstop. We're not going to put Ripken there, although I mean he's meme worthy for the Kevin Costner urban legend. That's my favorite thing. Miggy again played there. Shortstop for the Oreos. Well, here 30 plus played shortstop. What if we go Barry Larkin? Red's hot. Pretty sure he had to have stolen 30 bases in a year. Bobby Grich would have not come up with that. Good call, though. Is he meme worthy though? What did Bobby Grich do that's meme worthy? Royce. Oh no, 30 stolen bases for the Rangers. Wow, who's Otis Nixon? Known for cocaine, probably more than anything. We already used Ruben. Darn, I didn't think that one through. Canseco didn't do it for the Rangers. Yeah, I mean, we could use Cal because he is meme worthy, but I'd rather use somebody else. We can come up with somebody better than somebody better than Rip. I mean, did Billy ever play shortstop? Did he ever just, scoot over? Well, no, because Ripken had that inning streak at that point, huh? So he probably didn't. Now I'm singing the Cal Worthington theme song, which Cal Worthington is definitely meme worthy. Memes are proving hard today. Definitely hard. Rangers 30 stolen bases. Oh, one of the people that was on Battle of the Network Stars, which was cool because it was Howard Cosell introducing each of them. And they showed a picture of this is 78, showed a picture of a black guy with a mustache and a Tigers hat. And I said, Ron LaFleur? It was LeVar Burton, who had starred in the 1 in a Million, the Ron LaFleur story from that year. I was pretty excited about that. Then my wife had to sit through a whole Ron LaFleur discussion that she didn't want any part of. But she was humoring me. Any of these. Any of these. We've got 5 squares and I'm running out of memes. Wasn't it Ryan Miner that took over for Cal, but he was at third. Here Royce Clayton. Didn't Royce Clayton played for the Orioles too? He was he played Miguel Tejada in Moneyball, I believe. Makes him pretty meme-worthy. But I don't remember if he played for Baltimore. Juan Bell. Well, we got a lot of Juan Bells today. A lot of Juan Bells. I didn't even remember who he played for during starting 9. Teixeira. Oh, what about Chris Davis? Nope. No Teixeira. He's on the dental list, which doesn't take effect in these games. But Chris Davis, the non-KD. That's what I'm saying. I don't think Billy played shortstop for the Orioles. I'm sure he did at some point in his career, but when he was with the Orioles, Cal was in his not just game streak, but innings played streak. So there were years at a time where nobody set foot at shortstop except for Cal Ripken. That's what I was saying. Yes. Absolutely. He did. Okay, that's good. But I want to go with Chris Davis. This Chris Davis. The unhittable. Well, I mean, now he did get he got a save in one game, right? In extra innings. And Joey Gallo was trying to follow in his footsteps by being a relief pitcher. I think the Fernando is great. I don't know how I didn't come up with that. I know every team Fernando played for because he's great on the grid. All right, we knocked out 2 quality squares there. Played short for Baltimore. So who was short for the Orioles during the Earl Weaver dynasty? Who is it short now? Is it like Gunnar Henderson or somebody? David Hulse. 29. Ooh, missed it by that much. Bellinger or Belanger? Is it Cody's dad or is it Belanger? Everybody knows who played short at that point. I don't think he's meme worthy though. Either of them. I did mention Mike Bordick. Mike Bordick would fit there. I don't think he's meme worthy though. What about here? I'm saying Barry Larkin. Do we think Barry Larkin stole, without looking it up, do we think Barry Larkin stole 30 bases in one season? I think he did. Because he didn't really have as much pop, so he wasn't a 30-30 guy, but he had to have stolen 30 bases, especially during his MVP year. He was quick. I bet Ozzie would fit here, right? Ozzie Smith. There's two. There's two quality ones. I'd rather go with Ozzie Smith. Especially during Whitey Ball, I'm doing it. I'm not even waiting for confirmation.
Hold on to your butts.
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
So many alerts. So many alerts. All right. So now we've just got Texas 30 stolen bases and Orioles at shortstop. J.J. Hardy, good call. Honus Wagner. Well, you can't go wrong with Honus. The racist. About as racist as you get. I would say Honus Wagner was more racist than Ty Cobb. He and Tris Speaker? Was it Tris Speaker? I mean, really, they were all pretty racist at that point. JJ Hardy. JJ Hardy. I'm trying to make JJ Hardy meme worthy. Did Tejada do anything meme worthy besides, steroids? Oh, I got Shepherds. Yep. I got Shepherds ready to go. Shepherds ready to go. Oda B. McDowell, I don't think ever stole 30 bases for the Rangers. During the 80s and 90s, who led off for Texas? Because that's going to be our best shot. I'm trying to think of quick guys for Texas. I want to see the list of who falls in this category when we're done. Mickey Rivers. I would not have come up with it, but I will allow it. Mick the Quick. No! He must have not done it at that point. Tom Goodwin. Tom Goodwin. Eric Young, senior or junior. I don't know which one. Who was their center fielder when they went to the World Series those 2 years? Was it Tom Goodwin? Take away a star. I don't have that animation. Should I make one that like sucks it back? I'm not gonna. If you did Willie Stargell take away stars? No. You earn a star. You earned it. We're a team, man. I left a small village on base 2 weeks ago. In our game 2 weeks ago. So, you're a team. You take the good with the bad. You've earned those stars. You keep them. That was a good call though, because I did remember Mickey played for them. Boy, I'm having a hard time thinking anybody. I mean, let's name some Rangers that aren't first basemen or catchers or pitchers. Josh Hamilton. I don't think he stole that many bases. I mean, Ruben would have been an answer there. Otis, Did Otis Nixon steal that many there? I don't remember at what point of his career he was there. I mean, we've already missed one. Let's try and get this one, and then I'm going to try Otis Nixon there. I remember Otis Nixon when he was at Atlanta at Fulton County. I was in college because I remember this exactly. It was summer. It was summer, and I was sitting in my room because I didn't have friends. I did, but we'd only go out at night. We're vampires. I was sitting in my room. It was the afternoon because I was in Park City, Utah. The Braves game had started. I was watching it on my TV in my room, and I was sitting at my desk, and I was playing Status Pro. And that was the game that at Fulton County where the sprinklers came on. And I remember Otis Nixon's reaction to that. That's as meme-worthy as I get. But I'm going to try Otis Nixon there after we nail this one. Which, I mean, at this point, Rip is... Let's just do it. Rip is meme-worthy, so we can put him there. 23, we want to keep guessing. I'm going to go Otis Nixon and just see here. Did he do it? He did! He did. Only 23% for Ripken. Wow. Well, I guess we were pigeonholed by meme worthiness. Julio Franco. Oh, let's see. That would have, I mean, you want meme worthiness. Julio Franco, please. Texas SBs 31 and 36. That would have worked. That would have worked. That would have definitely fit there. All right, let's see what we got here. 7.4. We beat it. We had an 8. 17 people. Well, we'll look at that in a minute here. Machado, Rip was number 1. Ricky was number 1. All right. And then Ozzy was number 1 there. All right. So we had 3 number 1s, which doesn't matter when we're playing Meme Monday. The hardest one was this one. It was the Rangers and the stolen bases. Elvis Andrus. All right, let's see who we got here. Leonis Martin, Ian Kinsler, Alfonso Soriano. There's Thomas Goodwin. Otis Nixon, Franco, Gary Pettis, Cecil Espy, Odabe was the one. Billy Sample, Wayne Tollison, wow, Bump Willis, Bobby Bonds, and Lenny Randall. That's definitely meme worthy, and Dave Nelson. You know what? That's okay. We did pretty good. I'm happy with this. We had fun. Both teams had fun. That's all we care about. That's all we care about. All right. Round of applause for everyone. Cecil Espy, they named an award after him. I mean, Odabe McDowell might have gotten all the love for his utility bills, but Cecil Espy got an award on ESPN named after him, so good for him. All right, that was fun, guys. Let's do it again on Wednesday. What do you say? Wednesday will be Wild Card Wednesday, so start thinking of those themes for the grid. See what kind of trouble we can get into there. Light day baseball wise. It's like the minor leagues today. There's only like 5 games today. So hopefully if your team is playing, good luck. And yeah, I think that's it. So I will see you all on Wednesday. Everybody have fun. Be good to each other. Look out for each other. Stay hydrated.